Kia ora, whānau. Welcome to the Aftershow of the game between Arsenal and Fulham. I'm here with Nev.
As always.
As always.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the game, bro?
It was good. It's good. Yeah. I think I was not as confident as I have been in the last few weeks going into the game, but still confident. And I mean, it was just a dominant performance.
Yeah.
It was a bit too easy at times. The way we were playing, it just looked like a training match, really. I'll be honest, it just looked like a training match between a first and a reserve squad.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a one-sided game.
By too easy, do you mean it was like Fulham just weren't up to the standard, or was it Arsenal?
They just let us play. Like, I think in the first 10 minutes, they really tried to get in our face. They were fouling people across the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it was a tactic from them to not let us play and just foul. They were fouling Saka, Trossard.
Quite physical, though.
Yeah, whoever was on the ball. But then after that, it was just like, they just let us run through. We got some easy goals.
Yeah, I guess it was a little bit soft. I mean, especially that the second one.
The Martinelli header.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just felt like that was.
It was too easy, man. The guy did nothing. He just looked up, and then Martinelli jumped over him, and
then the first one as well. I mean, I think Arsenal know Leno quite well.
Yeah.
and our corners have been quite good this year.
Yeah.
We change it up from game to game, and we do our homework. You know, even for the smaller. I mean, you can't really say any game is a smaller game in the Premier League, but for all the teams, we do our research, and we always have good tactics. So, you know, it's a good way to get goals, I reckon.
Yeah, no, it's good to see that we're changing up our corners every few games. I think if the start of the season, if you remember, there used to be like 4 players that would crowd the keeper, and then throughout the season, it's changed to different tactics. And this one, they really sort of exploited Leno, because even when he was at Arsenal, he wasn't very good in the air. Yeah, he wasn't very good at coming out and punching the ball out, and exploited this week with 2 headers, 2 crosses, 2 headers. Leno didn't come up for either of them, although you could argue that he probably should have.
Yeah. What did you think was the reason for our dominance today?
I think it's just the way we play. I think we go everywhere to dominate, and especially away from home, we dominate a lot. Yeah. And we have a lot more, I think, clean sheets on the road. And I think it just looks like we want it more as well, you know. And I think that's it's a reoccurring theme for the Arsenal games.
Felt like when the game started, Fulham were pretty, up for it. You know, the crowd was buzzing. Yeah. I mean, it's a derby, of course they're going to be up for it. Yeah. And then Arsenal just, like you said, they just knew that. They would dominate. And like, they started moving the ball quicker. At the start they were getting smashed. Like you were saying, and then they started moving the ball quicker. And we've got players like Odegaard, Partey, and Xhaka in the midfield. Oh my god! Like Partey, I don't even think the man sweated, bro. He must have just walked.
I don't think I saw Partey sprint in that game either.
No, and then he was so effective. Like, he beat the press every single time. He just never. I don't think I saw him lose the ball.
Yeah, no, Partey was so good. He was flawless today. Yeah. Him, Xhaka, and Odegaard together, man. It's just so assured. And I think when you have them 3 playing, I think even when you have Partey playing, a lot of the times he's just alone in midfield. We have midfield dominance, and it's something we've been lacking for so many years. Yeah. And we've been for so many years. Get a DM, get someone who can hold that role.
Get someone who can link up play, get someone who can recover that ball for us.
And now we got...
It's Partey time, baby.
We got everything all in one in Partey. Yeah. Then you got Xhaka and Odegaard helping him out and supporting him. And, these guys are supporting in both areas of the pitch as well. In defence and ball recoveries and moving the ball forward and running beyond.
I think it's as a trio, they're like the complete package. I mean, Partey, obviously, we've talked about him. Yeah. But Odegaard, man, that boy has class. Mm-hmm. Like, he's got so much ability, and in the final third, he always manages to find, some sort of key to lock the defense.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't do that today. Yeah. We'll talk about Trossard later, but
nobody got a goal today.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's sometimes he's unplayable. He's got, like that Meg he did on that guy.
That's what I mean. It was too easy, man. Our players were just making people for fun. I think Partey makes someone, and Odegaard's making.
A few of those guys just wanted to go home with some of the crowd that left early.
We have complete midfield dominance now, and it's so good to see.
Yeah. Clean sheet as well.
Yeah, another clean sheet away from home.
And
so
we
important.
talked about that.
We talked about it. Yeah.
First clean sheet, I think, in 3 games. Oh, Everton won since the Everton game.
Yeah, it has been, We've been on a bit of a bad bad roll.
4 goals.
Since the City game, actually,
So
it's leaking in goals. So it's finally good to see we're getting, back to being a strong defensive unit.
Yeah.
Ramsdale makes some good saves.
Yeah, he did. And
Saliba and Gabriel back to the absolute best again.
Yeah, and what I've found most encouraging is the hunger that they had towards keeping that clean sheet. It's 3-0 up. You can easily just let a sloppy goal.
Yeah, let it slip in there.
And then you saw Gabriel at the end, he celebrated like he scored.
Yeah. No, that's good, man.
Don't slip.
I think it's also you want it more. You want the clean sheet more if you don't concede early. A lot of the other games will be conceding quite early or early on in the first half. And I think the more the game goes, the more you want it, the more energy you put into not conceding.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good, man.
And then what about on the other side of the field? We had a guy who, I think it's a Premier League record. He's got 3 assists in 1 half, and he's the first guy to do it away from home.
Yeah. So he's another record broken.
Trossard.
Yeah, Trossard. He's 3 assists in 1 half away from home. First guy to do it. It's a very long record to say. But yeah,
and then he's our new summer signing. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about his performance?
Honestly, I'm blown away. I didn't expect it, and I didn't expect him to come and be this effective. But man, he's gone from coming in to be covered to now having a starting spot in the squad, and
I think he's gonna go.
There's an argument to not let anybody else take a spot right now.
He's done brilliant, man. Like
he links up so well. Like, you know how people praise Jesus on linking up with other people. He links up so well with everyone. The way he drops in, the way he turns, the way he passes the ball. Yeah. The way he picks up different spaces on the pitch. Yeah. Just absolutely a wonderful player.
And his work rate, like, I mean, I was looking at his heat map they were showing there after the game. Bro, the man was running everywhere. He was winning ball back. He would run and he would win ball back in front of our defense, and then run with the ball to to the other half. Like, he was everywhere, bro. Like, and he's so for a guy who's smaller than most of the Fulham boys were big dudes.
Yeah, the big lads. Yeah.
This guy was pretty strong. Like
he wasn't bullied. Yeah.
He wasn't bullied. Right. He was able to keep the ball. Again, someone who hardly lost it. I mean, it's okay for forwards to lose the ball, but he looked after it. Yeah. Most of the time. What I like most about our attack at the moment, and this is Trossard included, is how we kind of interchange. Like, Martinelli goes in the middle. Yeah. Trossard moves out.
I think that's something that Trossard has brought in.
Yeah.
Because he's been really effective at that. Because he's got a free roll to roam all over the pitch, and he's more of a midfielder or someone that plays
like a false.
Yeah, so he's more natural at picking up and interchanging. And I think if you look, all 3 of his assists have come from the left side of the pitch today. So it looks like he really likes that area, but when he plays in the middle and he drifts out to the left, it lets Martinelli come in, or lets Odegaard or Xhaka or someone take up their role.
I mean, and then his his vision, especially when he's trying to cross the ball. Like, sometimes when you're crossing the ball, you can't. Like, some people just kind of have like a blurry vision. They won't know where to kick it. Sometimes wingers just blindly make a cross, and it's almost like a fluke. Yeah. They won't say it afterwards, but this guy, every single cross goes to the Arsenal player. Like, almost every single time too. Yeah. So, who's your man of the match? I mean, for me, it has to be.
I think for me, there wasn't really a standout player besides Trossard. Yeah. Not to say that anybody played bad,
Everyone had good performances.
Everyone had good performances, but it really felt like us as a team, we didn't really get out of, the second gear or 2.5. We got up to like a 2.5 max, and then we still had another 2 gears that we didn't get out of. And Trossard was the only one.
It's kind of scary for other teams.
It is, man. It was so dominant, and that brings us to our last one, which is our stacked bench, and someone in particular
having him back, having the boy back.
Gabriel Jesus is back. Man, he came on, and you could hear the crowd.
Yeah,
as soon as he was warming up, and then his first touch. And as soon as he came onto the pitch, he was just sprinting all over the place.
He looks hungry.
Man, it looks like, honestly, it looks like it just looks like he hasn't been injured. He's come back, his touches, his turns, his insistence on running everywhere. He should have got a goal, but we'll forgive him on
it's nice to see the Arsenal boys, they know that they want him to score as well. That one that Vieira gave to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could have just taken a shot earlier and probably would have scored. I mean, he did nothing wrong by giving it to Jesus.
Yeah.
And he should have scored. But his performance, man, you're right. It feels like he's never left. He's just so sharp on his turns,
Yeah, I think that's the thing, is just the sharpness, right? Usually when you're out for 4 months, I mean, you've been injured, you come back and not as sharp.
No,
you're a bit slow on the turns. Your touches don't always
feel
stick.
your way into the game, and you're a little bit rusty,
But he came in let me start the next game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is that sort of person, he loves to play, and he enjoys it too. You see him with a smile on his face all the time, and I think that's why we all love him too.
Yeah, and it was just a whole bench actually. When you look at everyone that came on, good to see Tierney back.
Yeah, he was good too. I thought he was good.
Yeah, I thought he was good too. He came on. We have such a strong bench. We still have Smith Rowe, Jorginho. Still have Nketiah to come back, but even without him, man, our bench is looking so strong at the moment.
It's good times at the moment. I mean, probably don't want the international break to come. I mean, we still have a couple of games, but it's there. You probably want to have 2-3 more games. Everyone's fit. Everyone's on form. Yeah.
What good performance, dominant performance.
Looking forward to the Europa League game.
Looking forward to it, but I'm still reveling in our 3-0 win. Although it should have been 8, but
dominant
3-0. Dominant performance.
Let's go, keep it going.
11 games to go.
11 games to go, but